Welcome to Awesome News Daily. I'm David Beach, the host, bringing you 2 minutes of awesome news every day. Thank you so much for listening. We have some great stories lined up, including our very first one. When I first read about this story, I knew immediately that this is the story I wanted to start the new podcast with. This is that awesome story about someone doing what they love, crossing paths with someone that can do amazing things, and suddenly there's a life that gets a change. This is awesome news. Tony Carter plays a piano in the corner of Concourse A of Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport, bringing a little joy to travelers passing through. He says he doesn't play at the airport for money. This piano player of 60 years just enjoys bringing a little joy to travelers passing through. I do what I do because I love it. It's never been about money for me, Carter said. This is the most fun job I've ever had. People love live music. They've had a weary travel day. They're not expecting this, and it changes everything. I love this job. Well, Instagram influencer and motivational speaker named Carlos Whitaker stopped by to listen to Carter play. The two men struck up a conversation, and Carter shared his story, telling Carlos that he had played at the airport for 7 years, but it's been harder lately because his kidneys are failing. The second he told me he's on dialysis 9 hours a night, wakes up every morning and plays the piano for 4 hours, I said, "This brother is about to get a big tip," Carlos said. Whitaker shared Carter's story with his followers, asking them to tip Carter through apps, Venmo and Cash App. Within just a few hours, complete strangers had raised $55,000. That figure has since swelled up to over $61,000 as of this writing, and I'm sure it's even more now. Carlos documented the whole thing on Instagram, sharing people's generous tips and updates on how much he had raised as an unaware Carter played in the background. When the story was finally shared with Carter at first didn't believe him. Then he burst into tears. "This is over the top," he said. "This is God at work." Said Carlos, "I've stopped to have some Chick-fil-A and noticed nobody was paying attention to this piano player, so I thought I'd sit down and enjoy his music. I saw his empty tip jar and asked you guys to go to Cash App and Venmo and send him a tip." 30 minutes later, after a 20-minute conversation getting to know him, we tipped Tony, who has kidney disease and is on his dialysis 9 hours every night, but still comes into work every day to play, $61,000. Yeah. That's what this podcast is all about. If you join me from Happy Headlines, thank you. If you're just finding out about me, thank you for following. Awesome news once a day. Awesome News Daily. Thanks for listening. Stay happy, stay healthy, and find a way to make someone's day. I gotta use that. That's the ending I always use.